Arushi and this is Mr. Genius and he is from Poland. So sir, how long have you been staying in here in India?
I have been living in India since 9 years. 4.5 years I was with the Polish embassy and now I am on my own.
That's a very good time. So what things you miss about Poland? It was your homeland, so you must be missing it.
Mostly I missed some foods, especially bread, which in Poland I eat every day. Here in India we have bread, but it is not bread of such a quality and variety like in Poland.
Yes, yes. And India is an incredible country. So do you agree with that? And what things you like about India? So you have been living here for 9 years. It has a variety of cultures, traditions, and religions. So what do you think about it?
India is very interesting country. Many people tell me it is even difficult to define for them that they are coming to India, they like it, but they cannot tell what they like especially, but they want to come again. Very often they want to come again and again and again.
There's some
Yes. India, it is maybe some spirit of India, maybe something, but it is. And second, India, it is a country when we can move not only in space, but also in time. We can see 21st century, and somewhere in the village we can see almost medieval ages. We can see many religions, and religions which are really originating in India. And in India there are very natural. We can see Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Islam, and maybe some other religions. India is country of some of extremes. From one side we can see richness, said that we can see also extreme poverty, but nevertheless India is a very interesting country, and imagine such a thing. For British, the whole imperial region, it is India. India was not the biggest British colony, was not the longest in British possession, but the whole region left. Not Canada, not South Africa, not Australia, but India.
There was a unity.
Maybe because of variety, maybe because of unity, and maybe because of something what is some untouchable. It is some like ghost, like spirit. I also cannot define it, but simply people like to be there. People then want to come again.
So, what other places have you been visiting, like Rajasthan, Agra's Taj Mahal, and?
I have visited practically the whole India. I can tell from northeast on the east to Gujarat on the west, from Ladakh in the north to Kanyakumari in the south. That practically maybe there are 2-3 only states which I haven't been, and from places mentioned in guidebooks, especially World Heritage, maybe I haven't been only in 2 or 3. Practically I have been in India everywhere.
So you like to travel a lot?
Yes, I had opportunity of traveling because I worked in economical section of the embassy. So I traveled to many places talking about Polish industry, about possibilities of the cooperation, but also I have seen those places. Therefore, today I am very often going with tourists or I am doing sightseeing on my own, and really I have seen, I can tell that majority of India.
I'm really glad that I got such a positive feedback about India. And your favorite Indian cuisine?
Butter paneer.
Sorry?
Butter paneer.
Okay, butter paneer.
Yes, that it is one, and some non-vegetarian dishes which I like, but very often I don't remember its name.
Like chicken tandoori, something.
Something like, but more gravy. Especially I like restaurant curry, which is not very expensive, but really they have fantastic food. No, and of course I like naans.
Naan.
Yes.
And what about South Indian food like dosa, idli?
Dosa. Idli maybe not so much, but I like dosa very much. And it is really very good food, very practical food, and also what is important, at least in the area when I live, quite easy available.
Easily available. Because it's easy to make.
Yes.
It's really easy. And does this weather suits you? I mean, it's really hot in Indian here, so...
No, weather, I must tell sincerely, not especially, because it is very hot in summer, extremely hot and humid during monsoon time, and what is maybe time to tell that it is cold in winter, because of course in Poland it's much colder in winter, but in Poland you have heating at homes. Here in India, homes are not heated. So it means temperature in the flat is sometimes 16, sometimes 17 degrees. So it means it is not below that what we have in Poland. It is 23, 24. It depends what somebody likes. But nevertheless, I noticed that weather in India is very difficult.
Extreme.
Yes. Yes, and it is difficult to function. At very high temperatures, they don't help to work, they don't help learn, they make that people feel very tired.
And what things you think India can improve about? Like some negativity about India?
No. The biggest problem in India is overpopulation. It is extreme overpopulation because comparing with Poland it is 3 times more people per square kilometer, and even I can risk to say that India must stop increase of population. Because India now conducts many very practical, economical and social reforms, and if India will stop those demographic explosions, so sooner or later all reforms will bring fruits. And sooner or later India will become normal, modern Western country. If this demographical explosion will be not stopped, so no reform will help. That everything will disappear under, I can tell, this horrible crowd. Simply Indian tradition, Indian culture, even we can see such things like Indian architecture, Indian resources. It is not for one million people. And except overcrowding of India, of course I understand that it is very easy to tell. We know that China achieved stability of population, but with very brutal methods. And rather those methods are not applicable in India. India is not totalitarian country. India is democratic country. Not all measures can be used. I remember that CIA yearbook shows a rise of population in 2000, 2%. Now it is 1.5%. So it is progress, but still progress is too small. That I cannot imagine stability of population at the level, as it is predicted, 1.7 billion people. No, because I cannot imagine Jaipur, 6 million people, Delhi 20 million people, or Mumbai 30 million people. And this is the biggest problem of India. For such extreme amount of people know how to build schools, how to give jobs. Today there is no economy in the world which is able to accommodate 20 million new people every year. No. There are also other things, maybe some chaos or corruption, but tell you the truth, corruption is everywhere. It is more or less camouflaged in many countries, but it exists. And what is interesting in India, once my colleague told me that it is the biggest adventure that I find India is safe.
Safe?
Yes, there are not hooligans.
Yeah, they are
Like in Europe. They are, of course, we can read about gang rapes, no, it is another problem, behavior of men towards women. But it is not such as there are not young teenagers which drink a bit alcohol and then they want to prove themselves. Because chance for rape, of course I am man, nobody will rape me. No, it is relatively small. And those drunk teenagers in Europe, you are meeting practically every day in the evening in each. No, yes, it is sad, but this is common. Of course, behavior towards women. This is problem. Dowry, that men sometimes became completely crazy seeing women. This is problem. This somehow no, it is here. Improvement is visible, but still it is a lot to do.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.